What better way to spend a Sunday morning than a hike up that hill to the little church on top, Agios Giorgios. Join me. Let's go. Now I plan on showing you the village in a little more detail soon, but I might just give you a sneak peek now as we're walking out toward Agios Giorgios. It's the main square here. Platia Eleftheriou Drakou. He was a prominent Sardiano who has a long and very, very tragic story associated with him. I'll tell you that when we go through the village as well. But for now, here's the much vaunted Taverna Madela, known throughout northern Greece as one of the best island taverns in the Aegean. You can hear the speakers in the background. That's either the fishmonger or one of the numerous, what do you call them, travelling salesmen that come through with either carpets, housewares, pots, pans, you name it, to your doorstep. There you go. He's selling clothing. In the background there is Mount Vigny with a V, not an M, for those that know. And right here is the village playground. How good is this? All the kids just gather here every afternoon. All the mothers sit there on the ledge, have a chat, while the kids do their thing. And right there is the village bus stop. So you see the village of Sardes is nestled in between that hilltop, that hilltop which I'm not sure has a name, and the hilltop Agios Giorgios. It gets its protection that way. So as you emerge from the village, the winds really hit hard as they blast through the valley from the Aegean. When you look out into those mountains and into the terrain below here, you can understand just why the people of this island are so resilient, so tough, so much grit, such an unquenchable will to survive, all coming from the time when you needed all of those qualities to be able to survive. So there's a lot you come to understand about where you came from just by appreciating the landscape itself. So a little bit closer to Agios Giorgios. Now somewhere up ahead there's a sign. Look out for it. Here it is. Exoklisi Agios Giorgios. Exoklisi, how would you define that? I guess that would be a church outside of the parish church, which is what this little church is, I guess. But here's the path right here. Okay, we're close. You can just see the church steeple there. The higher we get, the more spectacular view. There we are. All I gotta do is find the gate. Here it is here. I won't take a chance and try and leap over this. These things look pretty dangerous. Let's take it from the top. Straight ahead there, the highest peak you can see, Mount Vigila. That's the highest peak on the island, about 470 metres. This one here might only be a couple of hundred metres above sea level. Then there's this hilltop here with the telecommunications antennas, which I'm not sure of the name. We move across, and just here there is a a mountaintop jutting out from this hilltop here. That's Profiti Sigias. That's probably the second or third highest peak on the mountain. And here is Skurka and the Bay of Mudros in the distance. And of course, the beautiful village of Sardes. My ancestral home. You probably can't hear me because of the wind. Let's take a look inside. Oh, it's locked. It's locked. What a pity. Okay. Is there a key around here anyway? Probably not. Once upon a time you could just walk straight in, but I guess that's a sign of the times. No, it's locked. Okay, we can take a look from here. It's a beautiful little chapel which celebrates its annual feast or name day on the 23rd of April. So anybody whose name is George, this little hilltop church is dedicated to you. The walk down that path will be a hell of a lot easier. I'm going to take it right back to the village, because on the way here a couple of the local lads I ran into said that they're getting together at the village tavern, Ipalyamas Hitonya, for Tsipouro. On the way back to the village, I got to hitch a ride on the back of good old Chrysostomo Petraki's motorbike. Chrysostomo here went to school with my sister and my brother before we left for Australia. Schoolboy friends. Τέλειες να το πήρουν Χρυσόστομο, τα γυράκια στον αέρα, Τα καλύτερα. Θυμάσαι ότι θυμάμαι που πήγαμε το δύο μαζί. Βρισκόμαστε στο ρότερο χωριό του Lemnos Sardes. Σας περιμένουμε όλους. Πολύ πολύ αγάπη. Θα έρθουμε και εμείς μια φορά στην Αυστραλία. Yep. Μακάρι να έρθετε. Είχαμε πάει μέχρι τη Σιγκαπούρη με τη γυναίκα μου, αλλά ήταν μακριά μετά. Καταλαβαίνω. Μακρινό το αξίδι. Chrysostomo here was telling me how my brother Viron was some footballer and he'd pull off the most spectacular bicycle kicks. Way to go, big Viron, eh?
Εδώ είναι οι Γεωργιάδες και είναι αυτή στην Αυστραλία. Όλοι οι Σαρδές είναι στην Αυστραλία.
Έγινε. Θα ανεβώ από εδώ.
Πολύ, χάρηκα πολύ.
Γεια σου Μίμη, και εγώ χάρηκα.
Φιλάκια.
Να σε καλά.
Σιγά σιγά.
Τα λέμε.
Άντε.
Γεια.
Να σε καλά, χάρηκα.
Και εγώ. How about that? Got to ride on the back of the old, what looks like a BSA motorbike. That's a classic, that thing. Well, all roads lead to a little tavern just behind these bushes here called Ipalyamas Hitonya, which means our beautiful old neighbourhood. How fitting. The lads are supposedly in there knocking back the Tsipouro. Let's have a look. Here we go. Yep. See in there, boys? Yeah. Kala. It's time for Tsipouro. Cheers.